money. Karen?
Well, developing overnight, Facebook reacting to a story that we first brought you yesterday. The social networking site says it's now going back to its old privacy policy, and you'll actually see a note about it when you check your page this morning. Facebook faced a major revolt from tens of thousands of users after it quietly changed its terms of service. The policy seemed to grant Facebook rights to use anything that you upload, including your private pictures, perhaps forever. So here to clarify this morning is Chris Kelly. He's the Chief Privacy Officer for Facebook, joining us from San Francisco. Chris, thanks for being with us this morning.
Good morning, Karen.
So maybe you can shed some light on this, because it turned into a big, it really spread like wildfire on the internet after this happened. So what happened was you guys, I guess, amended your privacy notes or your terms of service here, and you took out this language. You may remove your user content from the site at any time. If you choose to remove your user content, the license granted above will automatically expire. When that was taken out, there was a lot of outrage from users. Why did you take that out?
So first of all, we were trying to clarify our terms of service. We actually didn't change our privacy policy at all, and under the new terms of service, we were making that license that we were taking subject to the privacy policy. So user expression of their privacy interests in only showing a photo to 5 users, for instance, would have been respected. But because of the lack of clarity and the confusion that had resulted, we wanted to be very, very clear with users about how important their trust is to us, and roll back to the old version of the terms of service.
So did it strike you,
which we did last night.
Did it take you by surprise that so many people reacted so negatively to that change?
Well, we think that there was, some confusion about what we were actually trying to do, and that we were accused of a lot of things that we weren't trying to do at all. But it's incredibly important for us to sort of get this right. And so Mark put up a new posting last night explaining that we've opened a group called Facebook Rights and Responsibilities that will allow our users to express what they want our terms of service to be going forward. Meantime, we wanted to make it crystal clear that the old terms of service will apply.
He said, as you mentioned, that he did post a response. Also in that, he wrote, our next version will be a substantial revision from where we are now. Why and what needs to change? What did you guys start to realize was potentially problematic that you needed to change it?
Well, we think it's incredibly important for people to realize the power that they can have in terms of choosing to put up information or not, and then also to whom they show that information. One of the things that Facebook has done that's very different from what's been done traditionally on the internet is that we give people a great deal of power about who they show their information to. We want to make sure that that continues and that that's adequately reflected in the terms of service.
Are you also acknowledging, though, that it really in some ways is out of Facebook's hands? If you choose to share information with, let's say, your set number of friends, let's say there's 200, then one day you decide you don't want to be on Facebook anymore, you deactivate your account. You, as Facebook, do not have control over what the other 200 friends who previously had access do with that. So how do you reconcile that?
Well, that's right. I mean, we want to make it clear that as Facebook, we're going to cease sharing that information at your direction. But we ultimately don't have power over your 200 friends, but we didn't have power over them before when you were sharing information with them through other channels.
So here are some of the concerns that people had written in about. They were concerned about potentially using pictures, photos, material, writings for you guys to get financial gain from it, even if somebody leaves. One woman wrote, I'm wanting to share with my friends some chapters of a novel, and I'm very afraid that Facebook would then claim they could sell my book. Some other concerns like that. How do you address those?
Well, we never would have done that under even the new terms of use or under the old terms of use. And in fact, we don't believe that the new terms of use would have given us the right to do that. But again, there's been a great deal of confusion in the marketplace, and we wanted to be crystal clear about what rights we're claiming and what ones we're not. And we're taking only a very limited rights to make sure that we can offer people the service.
People were also upset that those terms changed and people were not notified to, hey, recheck the terms of service. Was that a mistake on your part?
Well, I think that we're always looking for ways to better notify our users about any changes in the service, and we think that the open dialogue that we're promoting right now will build user trust about this.
You got a lot of people listening, and you'll surely get a lot of people weighing in as you guys tweak this in the future. Chris Kelly from Facebook, thanks for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thanks very much, Karen. Have a good day.